When I was 8 years old, I was at a sleepover with my friend, and at night she had ripped my favorite.
Wait, what was that?
Blanket. I was 8 years
Why are all these girls act like little kids?
I was at a sleepover.
The Drake pulled up. Oh no, this is not going to end good. Man, this is what Drake been doing? Oh, we could. Yo, today we got your revenge confession. This video was made by Degenerosity, which we reacted to him yesterday. So right now we got Degenerosity, but it's another video, which is your revenge confessions. Now, I never had revenge. Nah, I did have revenge one time. Story time. If you guys don't want a story time, skip to this time. I actually was in school when there was 3 people in my school that, how can I say it? They don't want to put any effort in studying and shit, right? And I'm not saying like teacher pay kind of effort, at least normal effort. Like they're not even putting normal effort into their shit, into like their studies, anything. And they thought, because they had like a little bit more money, so they thought maybe money's gonna get them out of the way. Crazily enough though, it was the 7th grade. I remember I used to always write my homeworks at school. Sometimes we would have like a class that is MT or art or something, and they'll be chatting, yapping, and I'll be like writing my homework, talking to people. I'll be focused on writing my homework, which people was like, man, like, what are you writing your homework, man? What you doing writing your homework? This is too much and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I kind of don't care. I need to write my homework. And the reason why I wrote my homework is because so I can go back home and I got nothing to do, and I just play video games. So basically the reason why I did that, so I could play video games and shit like that. So I was writing my homework, right? And what happened was, like, I finished doing everything, studied, do whatever. And then from 7th grade to 8th grade, I upgraded and they failed. They went all the way down to the stay of 7th grade. I'm like, oh, that's stupid. Y'all looking stupid now. So yeah, like that was, I would say, like my perfect revenge, because they were just yapping about how. That's why I meant like it's not revenge, because in reality it's not just them talking, but they were yapping about, oh, you should not do this, you should not do that, and I'm like, I'ma do it, and boom, y'all failed. I won. Up here, I'm up, you're down. But that's the only thing that I have about revenge or anything close to revenge. Other than that, I'm a peaceful man. I don't have no revenge from nobody.
Hi. So recently I asked y'all to give me some revenge confessions. Tell me stories of times when someone did you wrong and you got your lick back. Because what is the meaning of life truly but making all the people you don't like miserable? Especially if they did you wrong. You can't let that slide. By now you already know how the ride goes, so let's just get this started. I have no enemies. Love yourself and your enemies, or others around you.
Cat. We can do that.
Boring! Girlfriend broke up with me a while ago. She drives without a license. Paid my friend to crash into her. You see, that's the type of revenge I'm talking about. How dare she break up with you? Even though I only know you from this confession, off of it, you sound like a cool and reasonable person. Paying your friend to crash into your ex's car is just the most common sense response to a breakup. It happened a couple of months ago. I work at a McDonald's and I've met a fair share of rude people. But this one was the worst. She was the roommate of a mentally impaired coworker. One day, said coworker clocked in and told me that her roommate was talking behind her back and pretty much used her. I was furious. Turns out she was also talking smack behind my back, always saying that her black coffee was somehow not black enough and that she'd refuse whatever order I'd make to her. When that person came for her coffee and complained it was too cold, I redid it and had the nastiest spit that I could produce from the back of my throat. That's probably how it sounded. I stirred it 100%. And gave her the filth that she deserved. I told her to enjoy till the last drop. 5+ years at McDonald's turns you into a bitter man, I'm telling you. Never work at food services.
Nah, you ain't wrong. The fuck is wrong with that? You're giving her what she needed. She talked shit about people behind their back and stuff like that. What they said, disabled? I don't give a fuck if you're disabled. How about you get this disability of roasting your ass?
This is why I almost never complain about my food to the workers, especially in fast food, because you know those guys don't care. They're already having a bad day because they're working at Burger King, and then a customer walks in complaining about, why'd you put this on my food? I asked for no pickles. Then you tell them to remake your food after doing that whole scene. Then when you get your new food back, you start questioning, why does my new burger smell like a fart? I did not go to the poop deli today. Why does my burger smell like fart? It smelled like that because you're complaining about the pickles. Like, I be ordering from Popeyes all the time, but half the time they get my order wrong. But I know damn well not to go back to complain about that because I know if I do, I'm gonna get shot. I killed my friend's hamster because he scared me from a fake Herobrine incident he made himself. What? You killed your friend's pet hamster because you got scared of a Herobrine ARG.
I'm saying.
Future serial killer in the making right here, guys. Now I have the most annoying neighbors, and they have a really annoying dog. And when I try to get them to stop their dog from barking all the time, they did literally nothing. Now, my old family house had a backyard that was completely screwed up. We got hit by a storm and never recovered, so there were gaping holes in the fences and everything. The fence between my house and my neighbor's house was eradicated. So when their dog came to be with my dog, I did literally nothing. Their dog was female and mine was male. So she got pregnant and the family had to deal with her babies. That's a win. You got your revenge and your dog became a baby daddy with no child support and no...
But that's not a problem because I'm guessing probably a lot of people, damn, I mean, this dude just ran away from his dad or some shit. But I'm guessing it's like, yeah, but it's valid because, I mean, the family can just be chilling. Like, it's not really a big deal because they're going to be like, oh, we're just going to have a child. We're just going to have a fucking, what do they call it? A baby puppy.
Joint custody. He's basically a free man. Good for you. This girl and my friend were girlfriend and boyfriend, and I hate that she was a pick-me and overall weird.
Damn.
I hated her so much, I heard a rumor that she was cheating with her cousin, and I made sure to make that rumor spread around. He heard the rumor, but due to him being a good guy, he tried to make it work out. A month and 2 miscarriages later, they broke up. The rumor is actually false. You are not a good person. So I was in this relationship for like 3 or 2 years. The relationship I had was the best in my eyes, but after a while, it got out of hand. After a while, I found out with the help of my brother that he was cheating on me with my cousin. I was pissed as hell and was crying for a while. A couple of days later, I had a crazy idea. It'd probably lead me in jail, but I was still a minor, so probably nothing too bad. The ex-boyfriend lived a 1-minute drive away, and it wasn't hard to remember where he lived. So I walked to his house in all black clothing that night so no one could notice me. I seen cars in the front yard, but I still went with my plan. I started where the back door was before grabbing the lighter and setting fire to the back door and the front. So the only way they could probably get out were the windows. After that, I ran back to my house like nothing happened. I just told my brother I walked down to the corner store when he asked where I went. Until this day, nobody knew it was me. Did you confess to doing arson? That is so badass. Give me a high five. So I had this stepbrother, God rest his soul, and he really got on my nerves. So I farted on his pillow and he got pink eye. But it's fine because he broke my Spider-Man Lego set.
Oh, not valid.
You killed him. I can hear your murderous intentions while you type this confession. I know you murdered him. Let me set the scene.
Nah, that's valid. Come on, Spider-Man Lego set. That shit is like, takes so much time to fix. And I mean, a pink eye is not really that big of a deal there.
In high school, there's this guy who we'll call Terry. Terry is a weird guy. In the 6th grade, he dated his cousin. Then in the 9th grade, he dated a different cousin. Jesus, all of his kids gonna look like xenomorphs. And that's just like one of his sins. Everyone in my school repeatedly catches this guy watch gotcha videos on the school computers. And maybe worst of all, he's like 19 going after 9th grade. He even got freaky with 2 freshman boys on school ground. Oh my God, bro. And in prison. So me and a group of my friends got tired of him, so we came up with a plan. We decided that we'd expose him to all the girls he talks to and basically ruin his social life. We did this at a football game, and by the end of it, some of the girls he talks to were crying. Now you may be saying this is enough, and you're right. So we have a plan to jump him on graduation. You're right, that's not enough. Call the police. And if they don't do anything, call me. I'll show up to the graduation to jump him with y'all. My ex ate a PB.
100%. Better hit him with the fucking catch a pedophile or something like that. That show, like, oh, what you doing?
Hey, before giving me, knowing I have a peanut allergy, so many.
Are you calling for us?
No, I was not calling for you. What is it? My ex. Oh, okay.
Peanut allergy. So many hives. Maybe they weren't trying to get revenge on you for something. Maybe they were just trying to be kinky. But I know the itching down there probably felt like hell on earth. Also to all the people that are watching this trying to get revenge on your partner that so happens to have a peanut allergy, the new method just dropped. Use it wisely. So my dad cheated on my mom with some skank bitch. We'll call her Ho. So Ho lived with my dad, and by force, the law, we had to go to his house on the weekends. So one weekend, my dad pissed me off. You know, nothing new. But this weekend, I was feeling rather devious. So I took his and Ho's toothbrushes, and scrubbed the inside of the toilet bowl with their toothbrushes and put them back. Then I put Nair in both of their shampoo and conditioner. Then I put toilet water, pee-pee, and spit in Ho's facial oil care and hoping she broke out all over her ugly horse face and got AIDS or something.
Damn!
I also dumped out her expensive perfume. I'm not sure why it was so expensive. It smelled like dirty balls, but whatever. In conclusion, revenge is sweet and we should do it more often. See, this is why you guys are the best. Cheaters do not deserve hair. That's why I endorse Nay. My grandma cut my whole family off because my mom didn't want to be around her baby daddy, so I beat her ass with a pumpkin. And I don't regret it at all. Imagine choosing your baby daddy over your own kids.
I'm saying.
She need to be hit in the head with 2 pumpkins. In elementary school, I had a bully that I hated named Chris. He would frame me for everything and would flat out start hitting me without getting in trouble and making fun of me. On top of that, the teachers liked him more than me, so they'd believe him more than me. So I had an idea. During the entire years I've been in my elementary school, I became friends with his other friends. So when they decided to... the story's way too long. Let me just skip to the last sentence.
Yeah, go ahead.
Chris got deported with his family.
Damn!
So basically, this one girl I had in my class for about 7 years made my school experience horrible. I swear to God, bro. This hoe wouldn't shut the fuck up, would talk with superior tone that makes me still want to smash her skull on a pole, and her personality was horrible. She would always talk about...
really, like, imagine what kind of person that is, 100%. Like, you already know those, yeah.
Find everyone back and
bitches that be sounding like that.
Make people enemies. So, I decided to take revenge. But basically, I went to vacation in Italy. There, in a gas station, I wrote her number on a bathroom stall with a writing with something along the lines of, I'm a big slut with a lot of desire to call me if you feel like it. I don't think much of it at first, but apparently I heard that she changed her number for the crazy amount of booty calls she got. Never felt more proud in my life. When I was in high school, I got
I feel like that's not that big of a deal, is it? I mean, nah, it would be big of a deal.
For being queer, mostly trans. A year or two after I got out, one of my bullies ended up matching with me on Grindr. He said he didn't remember everything he did. Didn't even say sorry. I took his virginity away by...
Oh, shit! I mean, we don't know if he actually he liked that. I mean, he was in Grindr to begin with. This dude probably liked it.
I took his virginity away by him for a week and didn't talk to him again.
Damn!
I don't know who really won here, but it felt
like
what
I'm saying.
My part. W? For the both of y'all? Once, my ex was cyber stalking me, loser, telling rumors about my sex life and pleading for me to get back with him again, loser. So I told his extremely homophobic parents that not only he was gay, but he also shamed the Bible.
Oh.
They gave me $15 for telling them.
$15? Give me fucking $150. What is $15 for saying that? Nah.
Send them to a conversion camp. W, not only you got your revenge, you got $15. You ballin', bro. Hey, you gotta share some with the rest of us. When I was 8 years old, I was at a sleepover with my friend, and at night she had ripped my favorite...
Wait, what was that?
Blanket. I was 8 years old.
Why are all these girls act like little kids?
I was at a sleepover.
The Drake pulled up. Oh no, this is not going as good. Man, this is what Drake been doing? Oh, we could.
And at night, she had ripped my favorite blanket. And I really, really loved that blanket. She also had a hamster. So in the middle of the night, I snuck some bleach into the hamster's water and poisoned it. It died.
The fuck did the hamster do? The fuck did the hamster do?
She still doesn't know it was me. See, what's with you guys with hamsters? What do you guys have against hamsters?
I'm saying
they don't do nothing but be chill and run on wheels. Yet they're getting punished for your friends doing the bad things to you.
I'm saying.
Why aren't you punishing them? Why are you punishing the hamster? You are a bad person. Hamsters do not deserve this cruelty. They already be dying in the most unpredictable, spontaneous combustion ways possible. You don't need to speed up that process. Hamster lives matter.
100%.
Lived in Myanmar when I was a kid. The village head's kid would always bully the other kids and take toys from me.
Damn.
One day, he and his friend stole my sister's Barbie and gave it to his little sister. So I followed him to the bathroom, which was basically a pit latrine, and pushed him inside the pit. I don't know what happened after that.
What is a pit latrine?
You killed him. Getting pushed in a pit of doo-doo and feces.
Oh. Oh nah, that's an infection.
You could never recover from that physically, mentally, and definitely hygienically, bro. He would be stinking for the rest of his life. You cannot wash that off. So basically, this one kid in my class liked a girl that I was already chopping up with. So this bum-ass, chubby-cheeked ass, diabetic, Goomba-looking ass nigga could make up a lie saying I'ma leak her nudes and whatever. This causes us to have a fall-off. So a couple of months later, he gets a girlfriend that's low-key bad. Thank God that this girl had a little hoe face and could.
A whole face, there it is. There it is.
Conveniently for me, she with one of my homies and sent him So after some convincing and bribing, I got the girl's news. My petty ass was waiting a whole 8 to 9 months for this Goomba-looking ass nigga
he was scheming.
and his girl to really fall in love before sending the girl her own nudes and saying that her mans is spreading these pics and only want her for her body. In a nutshell, they broke up, but he was so heartbroken to the point where every time I saw him, I wanted to laugh like Light Yaga. 15 out of 10 revenge phase would Def go through again because it's funny. Can we?
I'm not gonna lie, that's not a bad idea. Hey, he put a rumor about you. You put reality about it. Well, no, actually, you put a rumor too. But I guess it's like reality because it's a bad. Two bad makes one good. I think.
We appreciate the fact that this guy waited 8 to 9 months to make sure his plan had full effectiveness. Now that's dedication right there. There's this kid in my school who I do not like. One time he decided to mess with me and flame the living hell out of me in front of my friends and left me in pain and distraught.
I can't.
And that was the end of the confession. Like,
What?
where's the revenge? Damn, nigga, you just cried? When I went to school in person, I'm doing homeschooling, I dated a girl, we will call her Shanty.
Shantae.
You're homeschooling and you dated a girl there? Who's the girl, your sister? Then
Hey,
I
yo.
found her dating my
I'm guessing
bully.
like when I went to school in person. I'm doing home. Nah, when he went to school in person though.
And she acted like she didn't know, although I told her last year. Wait, you got bullies in homeschool? Who's your bully, your dad? So I remembered that she had a twin sister. So I asked her sister out and she caught us banging in the girls' bathroom.
Oh, nah.
You're talking about your own twin sister? What is this story, bro? My friend once felt cute and decided to eat my entire crumble cookie box. I couldn't let that slide. So this is what I do. He's a major Ben & Jerry's fan, so I added chocolate chips from my pet rabbit, then refroze the ice cream.
wow.
The cardboard cup was locked clean, and he never spotted the difference. If I tell him, he'll probably shoot me. How big back is your friend to not tell the difference between chocolate chips and chocolate shits? Goes
I'm
to
saying.
show to never touch another person's crumble cookies. Those cookies be too expensive to be eaten by anyone else other than the person who bought it. Understandable crash out. Sold Bros signed Tom Brady 04 Pats football for $3 because he was putting glizzies in my mouth. You sold a signed Tom Brady football because you were eating good? Some people just don't.
Nah, but real talk, you could have sold it for a lot and got your own money. Why did you sell it for less? That don't make no sense. Should have sold it for like a couple of $100,000. Take that shit for yourself.
Don't appreciate what they have in their mouths. Okay, so for context, me and my uncle do not have a good relationship for a lot of reasons. So this one time I got really sick with him while he was staying at my house at the time. So when he wasn't looking, I licked the doorknobs to the room he was staying in, among various other things.
Hey, yo!
Turns out he went on vacation to Hawaii the week after I did that, and he got sick on the trip there. I feel like there was other ways to get him sick other than licking doorknobs. You know, you could have just coughed in his face.
Not only that, you also fucked up everybody. He went to a vacation to Hawaii. That means if you went to Hawaii and he had like actual people there, he fucked over, like, you fucked over so many people there. Now why?
That probably would have worked. About 3 years ago, my ex-girlfriend broke up with me. She said the reason was because I was not pretty or something like that. But I slowly found out that she slept with my stepfather. Oh,
What the fuck?
Hold on. I need a minute.
My warrior.
So he
of
give me an
light.
ad. That's his minute. Ad.
Bear the light for us.
Alright, let's go back. I swear to God, when I found that shit out, I was mad as hell. The day after, I went to her workplace and told everybody on what she did. Keep in mind, she only worked on Mondays and Fridays. I told her coworkers this on a Wednesday. As the news spread to the manager, she was fired and got left with no job, and her parents rejected her behavior. And yes, it was that serious.
My bad. But hold up. So if you go to any job and you say, oh, this person did this and this and that, they just believe you? Managers just kick out people? You don't even know if that's true or not. Why would you kick out people? What?
She begged for me to live with her and support her ass, but I refused and never talked to her again. I may not be sure if this is revenge, but I see it as one. What job be firing people for sleeping with their boyfriend's stepfather? I want to know because next time I apply to something, I want to add that to my application. So my homie asked to borrow $5, and I slid it to him because he's the homie. Next week, he asked for more and kept expecting me to spot him.
Please.
And turns out he was just stacking my money that he was taking from me. And he didn't even spend it for a month until he saved enough to buy a Ramo. Anyway, he bought it for my crush that he knew I had. And they started going.
Oh nah, this better be good.
Oh no, and he still wanted to act like he did nothing wrong. So fast forward 2 years later and we're seniors in high school. He did not stay with that girl, by the way, so he probably thought it was over and I let it slide. Nah. I've been plotting on him since it happened. He spent the weekend at my pad because we were chill like that, but for a week before, I've been in a Tupperware and saving it. So I continuously fed him food.
Wait. But for a week?
In a Tupperware and saving it. So I continuously fed him food containing my in it. Eggs, on salad as dressing, in ice cream. Even when he was sleeping, I would drizzle it on his face and he would wake up thinking it was drool. Anyways, I drew a must.
Yeah. Nah, hold up. First of all, that just feels gay. Like you're not taking revenge, you're just being gay. You just spreading your nut over.
Mustache on his face with Sharpie, and that was my revenge. And he just spent a day trying to wash out the Sharpie. But he doesn't know about the right now, so yeah. Love your videos, by the way.
Goddamn.
I think that's all I'm gonna read today. And those were y'all revenge confessions. What I learned today is I should never be on any of you guys' bad sides. Cause y'all some crazy MFs, so I'm not gonna
don't be a horrible person.
If I didn't read one of your confessions, I'm sorry. I either missed it or it was just too messed up to read. I got a lot of those. But I still love everyone that submitted one. And if you made it this far in the video, I love you too. That is all I had to say. And in conclusion, Master! That's my line.
Of course. Fucking ruined the whole video. Well, damn! I'm over here thinking that my revenge was these people's revenge is like 10 times worse. I mean, if I'm being honest, the crime is crazy too. Like, some of these people they're doing too much. Although the only thing that I'm not supporting right here is killing fucking hamsters. The fuck did the hamster do? I get it that it's your friend animal, but you don't even know the relationship. Because I think about it, with dogs and cats, you kind of just have a strong relationship no matter who you are, right? But with hamsters, sometimes people don't have a strong relationship with them. Even if it's like a pet and they're with them and stuff like that, they don't have a strong relationship with the hamster because it's just a hamster. So not a lot of people give a fuck about it. So, damn, I don't know what the fuck did the hamster do. And the thing about it, that they're doing it in horrible ways too. Like, bro, just let the boy be. But some of these were like, they were plotting for 2 years. The fact that dude, the last dude right now, had 2 years to think about it, and the revenge that he thought about is to put nut and everywhere. It's crazy. Like, I thought he was gonna do something else, sure, like crazy, but nut everywhere? What if your homie come out? What if you put nut and then you're like, yeah, it was nut all the time. It's like, always tasty, give me some of the source. Right now, you get pranked. It's not gonna be good. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This was an actually nice video. Obviously, the other video, in my opinion, was better, the horror thing. But, you know, this video was enjoyable too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like the video, subscribe, do what you gotta do. See you guys next video. Right out.